A very good afternoon to you and welcome to our lunchtime news. I'm Sandro Ferdinando. Start off with a look at your headlines.
Former Navy Commander Somathilaka Dissanayake arrives at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Parliament to debate on the avant-garde issue today. The who attempted to push her 6-year-old son to a train arrested in Kandy. Vegetable prices at the Dambulla Dedicated Economic Centre soar as a result of the incessant rains. Second ODI between Sri Lanka and the West Indies to commence today.
Starting off with local news, former Navy Commander Admiral Somathilaka Dissanayake arrived at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate serious acts of fraud and corruption this morning. Dissanayake arrived at the commission in connection to investigations being carried out against the Ratnarakshaka Lanka Limited. Secretary to the commission, Lasil De Silva, said that a statement would be recorded from the former Navy commander today. The preliminary investigations carried out by the Presidential Commission of Inquiry into serious acts of fraud and corruption over the weapons found on the avant-garde vessel anchored in Galle have concluded. Secretary of the Commission, Lasil De Silva, said that a report in this regard will be issued in the coming days. A debate on the avant-garde Security Services Private Limited will take place in Parliament today. In more local news, a woman who attempted to push her 6-year-old son to a train was arrested in Kandy town today. A female police officer who was reporting for duty saw the woman attempting to push her son onto the train and prevented her from doing so.
The female police officer, who is pregnant, handed over the child to the police after rescuing him. Investigations revealed that the woman attempted to kill her son by pushing him onto a train as her husband was showing no compassion towards them. The 37-year-old woman, who resides in a rented-out house, is the mother of 3 other children. Police said that the woman would be produced before the Kandy courts today.
One person was killed after being knocked down by a train in close proximity to the Slave Island railway station. Police said that the individual was knocked down this morning by a train bound from Mathura. The deceased is a 35-year-old resident of Talwakale, and the accident took place as the victim, along with 2 others, attempted to cross the railway line inside the railway station. However, our cameras captured moments where the public continued to cross the railway line in a dangerous manner, even while the body of the victim lay at the site of the accident.
Awards, honoring those who dedicate their lives to the noble cause of serving those in need. Nominations are now being accepted. Call us on 0716 556 556 or log on to www.vawards.lk.
Moving back to some local news now, water levels of the reservoirs in several districts, including Anuradhapura, have risen as a result of the continuous rainfall. Director of the Water Management of the Department of Irrigation, Janaki Migasthaina, said that the water levels of reservoirs that come under the purview of the department have risen to 71%. Spill gates of reservoirs in Anuradhapura, Hambantota, Kurunagala and Batiklo have been opened. Janaki Migasthaina said that 18 spill gates of the Rajangana Reservoir in Anuradhapura, 7 spill gates of the Dadroya Reservoir and 3 spill gates of the Murutalvela Reservoir in Hambantota have been opened. The Irrigation Department said that they are monitoring the water levels of the other reservoirs. Our correspondent said that 6 spill gates of the Nachadu Reservoir in Anuradhapura have been opened by 3 feet each. 2 spill gates of the Mahakanadarava Reservoir have been opened by 1 foot each. The Department of Meteorology says that showers or thunder showers would occur at times in the northern, north central and eastern provinces. It adds that the thunder showers would develop at several places elsewhere after 2 p.m. It further notes that there may be temporary localized strong winds during thunder showers. General public is kindly requested to take adequate precautions to minimize the damages caused by lightning activity. Meanwhile, heavy rains have affected the farms that supply vegetables to the Dambulla Dedicated Economic Centre. Traders at the Dambulla Dedicated Economic Centre says that up-country and low-country vegetable prices at the centre have soared. Traders point out that the less stocks of vegetables reaching the Dambulla Dedicated Economic Centre has attributed to the increase in prices during this rainy season.
The shortage of supply of vegetables has been the main cause. If rain continues, the prices would increase further. Snake gourd is priced at 70 rupees. Beans that were sold at 60 to 70 rupees are now priced at 200. Beans that could be broken into 30 pieces can now only be broken into 3 pieces.
Farmers say that as a result of the heavy showers, they could only carry out their harvest much less than what is planted.
Income is less because of the rain. Price increases while the supply decreases. Therefore, if rain was expected as usual, we could have earned more. Price of snake gourd is good, but there's no harvest. Even the crops we have are rotten owing to the rains. Earlier we bring around 1,000 to 1,500 kilograms, but now we could only bring 600 kilograms. The rains have destroyed the brinjal farms. The harvest is not as what we expected.
Many farmlands in Dambulla have been inundated as a result of the heavy downpour. After a thrilling finish to the first one-day international between Sri Lanka and West Indies at the R. Premadasa Stadium last Sunday, both teams will battle again at the same venue today, with the hosts eager to put up a better show after surviving a scare. Sri Lankan bowlers were right on the money during the first ODI. Lasith Malinga, who was struggling to find some form on the limited over formats ahead of this series, seemed to be getting back with his rhythm and bowled well in the first game against West Indies. West Indies skipper Jason Holter is suspended for the match due to slow over rates in the previous match, and Andre Russell remains in doubt due to a strain he sustained during the previous match. Meanwhile, Dinesh Chandimal, who is available for Sri Lanka again after having served his one-match ban, shared the following views ahead of this match.
Firstly, I'm really happy, I'm back in the side. So we all know we don't have more experience like last year. But they learn a lot of things from that last game. So I think they will come back strongly in the next game. So, and also we all know we never underestimate West Indies side. They can do some miracle thing. So we stick to our plan, and we are going to do our basics thing in the middle.
We end today's lunchtime bulletin with CCTV footage of a robbery that took place at a jewelry store in Hangwala.